Hello, everyone. Good morning. Hope you're all doing well on this Tuesday morning. I hope you're excited to get some Transformers news. So let's see what we got going on here. Let me open this up. Okay. All right, I got the Hasbro Pulse YouTube page up. They don't have anything yet. They usually don't post a link until a minute or so, maybe 5 minutes before it actually starts. Whenever it goes up, I'll drop the link in the chat. So unfortunately, I'm on my own for right now. Might have some guests pop in later. Not 100% about that, but that's okay. We're here. We're ready for some Transformer stuff. We're excited. So, what do you guys think? Predictions? What do you think we're going to see? Hey, Chenix, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Personally, I think we're definitely going to see like in person Wave 3. They showed us the kind of digital renders at Comic Con, and I think they'll have some models in hand to show us. Maybe we'll see digital renders for Wave 4, kind of fit that nice pattern where, show us digital renders, then on the next stream, we get to see that physical thing, and then digital renders for the next time, and then it just kind of goes around in a circle. We have a sleepy boy to join. What is going on, my friend?
Good morning. I'm awake and I have been for hours. I didn't just get out of bed.
Oh,
It's
what happened? Why you been awake so much?
ah, oh, I don't know.
Okay. Well, we are live, just so you know.
Gotcha.
Um, let's see. In the chat, we got Chenix, we got Floof, we got Brad Star, we got Cody. What's up? It is early. It is 10:30. Pulse is going to go live at 11. And like I
10:30.
said, I will put the link in the chat when that happens.
Oh, because of course they don't have it yet.
Yeah, they don't usually have it
Gotcha.
until like 5 minutes before or whatever.
I see.
Hero Change, hello. Greetings from Croatia. Awesome. Hello, man.
Wow.
Tyler Nutter, hello. Floof says Wave 3 got product shots on Amazon last night. Yeah, so I think they're going to have in-person figures for that to show us. Maybe some Wave 4. I don't think they officially announced Studio Series Wheelie and Ratchet yet, so they might officially announce those.
Oh. What are
Astronaut
the
says, I too am sleepy boy. West Coasters up.
hell yeah. This is a wonderful time to be awake.
Strangely enough, I also randomly woke up at 7:30 my time this morning. I don't know why. I was like, I can sleep in. So my body's like, and then just woke me up naturally at
You
7:30. It's like, okay.
can. Whoop.
Yeah, but you won't. Also,
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Wombat, which is a fantastic name, by the way. I am awake by total accident, so let's look at some toys. Yeah, that's right. That sounds
Oh
good.
yeah. What are the chances we're getting my hot shot? Is that too far off?
Um, he could be in Wave 4. I don't think it's
Okay.
impossible.
Okay.
I don't remember where he was in the leaked listings. I know when we get those lists, um,
Mhm.
there's no rhyme or reason to those lists. It's not like this is Wave
Yeah.
4, this is Wave 5. It's just like these were all found in a system somewhere. So it's possible. I'll cross my fingers for you.
Okay.
Brad Star says a Armada Starscream better look. And Jordan
Ooh.
Cassian, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Thank you for joining. Um, Floof said, I said it on your HLJ thing, but I think I'm pretty sure they said Wave 4 today. Cool. All right.
All right.
I'm here for it.
What got revealed at TFW 2005 yesterday?
That was like
Wave 3, right?
product
Or
shots of Wave 3. I guess somebody found them
okay.
on Amazon. So they're probably going to go up for pre order today, is my guess.
Okay.
They probably show us Wave 4 and then show us Wave 3 in hand and then say 1 o'clock. Wave 3 will go up for pre order. That's my
Okay.
guess. Um, give us more core class figures for sure. I'm
Yeah.
having a lot of fun with those. I was thinking about it last night. Like we've had like everything core class so far, I've had a ton of fun with, and it's a way for them to kind of go through G1 again since they've already kind of done G1 to death over the last 5 years. So
Really?
it's like it's a way for them to kind of, hey, we can do G1 again, but now everyone's in this scale, and it's kind of fun to have everything in that scale, especially for like larger play sets and things
Oh
like
yeah.
Fort Max and Scorponok and stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
was trying to think like we've had Legends class since Combiner Wars, and they would kind of scale and are kind of
Hmm.
similar. I mean, I think the core class are a little bit better engineered and a little bit better articulation, but we didn't really have them in Siege or Earthrise because we were doing Micromasters at the time.
Right.
And I was trying to think like, if what could I go back and maybe kind of just move over to supplement my core class, and it was just a lot of mini bots because at the time they were doing all the mini bots in that scale because it kind of
Hmm.
makes sense to then scale with like Voyagers and Leader class.
Right.
But now they're redoing them all as deluxe. So I was like, I could maybe sneak over like Beachcomber and Sea Spray, but then they'd be too large standing next to Optimus. So like, I don't know. I guess I was like, maybe the Insecticons I could steal over because
Hmm. That's
they're
true.
they're decently, around the same size as like
Right.
Megatron, and then you could kind of supplement the Decepticon ranks there a little bit. So I was thinking about maybe digging them out.
How many of
Um,
the Seekers did they end up doing with that Starscream mold? I know they
the
did
one for
Acid
core
Storm.
class, or are you talking about?
Before core class. It was
Yeah, the
the
one from, I know from Combiner Wars. I think Skywarp was in that. I think what happened was they
Mhm.
did a Starscream as part of that like Legends class guy with a little like minicon that turned into a gun.
Yeah.
Remember those like little 2 packs they did
Hmm.
for a while?
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
they did a Starscream in that, and I think they repainted that into Skywarp in Combiner Wars. They may have also done Thundercracker. I mean, I would assume.
I
Um,
vaguely remember an Acid Storm, but I don't. I'm not
yeah,
100%
that's
sure.
probably true. I mean, those are so easy to just repaint into a
Oh
hundred
yeah, for
thousand
sure.
things. Um,
And then suddenly we just don't have null rays on the latest one, so
I
that's
know
fun.
that's a bummer. I'm hoping that they'll do like when they get the Thundercracker, maybe they'll throw in an extra set or throw it in with somebody else where it makes sense. Or I thought I heard that they're planning on doing like some kind of accessory pack because they were talking about possibly making planet keys.
Oh god, that'd
Um,
be great.
they won't do anything because nothing's spring
Yeah.
loaded. But like if you see Override, the gun has like a little notch that you could probably jam a key into just to
Hmm.
hang there.
Yeah, yeah,
So they
yeah.
said that they might do something like that, and if they do another one of those accessory packs, like a with a robot, like they kind of did for that the all silver drone that came with like all those weapons,
Hmm.
maybe they could give us some null rays for Skywarp. Just
I
toss them in
got
that
it better.
pack.
I hope so.
Yeah, because that was a oof.
But we'll definitely be getting Optimus Prime's Energon Axe
Oh,
and
for sure. Yeah, that can't
Megatron's
escape
Mace.
that. Yeah, 3 seconds of screen time never goes away.
No.
Jordan
It's
said, "Oh, go ahead.
oh no,
Sorry."
it's gotten more screen time now in other media than it has
I guess,
in
yeah.
anything else.
I mean, don't get me wrong; it's a neat idea, but
Sure.
the need to bring it back in literally anything that happens with Optimus Prime just kind of boggles my mind. Like I'm over it at this point. Jordan says, to be honest, I'm excited for the day when they reveal a Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime and Megatron. Oh, with battle damage, that could be neat. Would they
Oh.
just do the Earthrise one again? I don't know.
Well, like uh Ironhide didn't even get his Earthrise one. He got a whole new situation.
Yeah, that's true. I would if they do a new one. But I mean, the Earthrise one is pretty solid. I don't
Right,
know that I
yeah.
need another one, but well, I mean, hey, we'll see what they come up with. Oh,
Hmm.
Tyler says Hotshot is next year to dash your hopes.
Damn. Oh well. I mean, what is quarter four? It's
But
almost
then
next year.
I would say Floof says Hotshot was moved to Wave 4, so now I don't know what to believe.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's a very roller coaster ride of emotions right now that we're going
Yeah, I
through.
have no idea. I just want a hot shot. Give me that. It didn't specify Armada or otherwise. What if it is just red hot shot?
Was there? Oh yeah, I guess there was. I think if they're gonna do one though, they'd
Oh,
have to do
yeah, it
Armada
better
would
be.
be the one.
But like they specified Armada for Starscream. They didn't specify anything for Hot Shot, if I remember.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen those.
Yeah.
Chenek says, "Do you think next year we might get Armada reissues given the anniversary?" I mean, it's possible.
I
And the
don't know that
Beast
I
Wars
want
ones,
reissues.
yeah, I don't know that I need them. I have all the originals still, but
Yeah.
I mean, Beast Wars is, I think, doing well with
Yeah.
it went much longer than I expected it to. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I think the last time they did reissues, you basically got like the first wave Optimus, Megatron, Cheetor, and that was about it. But they've been
Oh.
going pretty strong this time.
Danger Floof saying Hotshot was originally Wave 1 of the next part, but he was moved up after they scrapped the Cheetor and Wheeljack reissues. Oh man, my boy. But
Uh,
alright.
so they were gonna just put Kingdom, Cheetor, and Wheeljack in the Legacy box and pop them out again. Why? Is anyone looking for them? I feel like they're everywhere.
I'll take a
Wheeljack was
Wheeljack.
well, Wheeljack was Earthrise, and then he got put into the Kingdom box, so he's already been popped out one extra time already.
Hmm.
So it seems weird to me to do it again. Ooh, Chenix says maybe another Lego set. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no to like a Soundwave Lego set.
Ooh, yeah,
That would
yeah.
be pretty cool.
No Megatron.
Yeah, I mean, it gets weird. Like, do you make him as a tank? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
historically, Lego doesn't like war toys, but if it's like an IP, obviously we've seen with Star Wars, they'll do it. Um, so I don't know. I don't
Will
know
they
what you
do it?
do.
What do you mean?
Well, like they make tanks in Star Wars line.
They do, but like anything like super close to real world, because Megatron was like an actual
Yeah, that's true. Star
pistol.
Wars is so stylized. I guess they can get
Yeah.
away with it. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you certainly don't make them a handgun. I think we all know that's not happening. That's out the window. But yeah, like a tank, I don't know. I mean, you could make them like a. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they bother to touch that. I think Starscream's a very viable candidate,
Absolutely.
and I think Soundwave, Bumblebee, Grimlock, any of those, 100% could be done. I just don't
Right.
know what order they'll go in, or if they'll even continue. Um, what are the odds of Energon? I mean, I don't. I mean, you just mean like an Energon update in Legacy or Energon reissues? Because Energon reissues, I think, would be long after Armada. But as far as just an Energon character in Legacy, I don't think we saw anything in those leaks for anything specific to Energon.
No clue.
I don't remember anything. I mean, there was that thing that was just called like Energon Monster,
Yeah,
but
but that
that
turned
turned out to
out.
be the Pretenders. So
Hmm. I mean, I enjoy like revisiting Energon as like the line wide gimmick for how we did combiners for a bit. We did
right, right,
all
right.
that shit. I would love just half and half folks for about a
Yeah,
year or two.
yeah. I mean, we could definitely do like even they could redo the Multiforce from Victory because that's
Hmm.
essentially what they were. They each had a little robot mode, and then you hooked them together to
Hmm.
make a bigger robot, and then all six of them could combine as well.
Right. I mean, you know how before we got headmasters, before we got combiners, there were a few Transformers that came out like there was just a stray headmaster out there. There was a
Right,
combiner where
right,
they tried
right.
it. I'm wondering if we're in the trial phase for
Yeah, I mean, it
these
does make
gimmicks.
sense to throw something out before
Hmm.
you commit to it. So yeah, I mean that could make total sense.
Yeah,
Also, I love this name. Just a dad who loves toys more than his kids do.
fair.
The first time I read that name, I did not see the "do" on the end, and I was like, "Oh no." So I'm glad the "do's" on the end, but
Right, right. Do the
I
do.
mean, I'd get it, but I'm just saying. But that's a great name. He says, "How are you doing? How's it going? Very good. I hope you're doing well as well."
Hell yeah.
Um, Oh, Astronaut says the Beast Wars movie. That's true. Like Mirage and Wheeljack are supposed to be in the Rise of the Beasts, so it's very
Mm,
possible that they might just redump them into the Legacy line just to,
love
you
a
know,
good redump.
a kid goes to the store and says, "I want Wheeljack," and the mom goes, "Well, that says Wheeljack," and then there you go. So
Okay.
Flu says I got to go to work now. Oh no, well
Gross.
that's not great.
I'm definitely not doing that right now.
um, let's see. Not many people see the do. Oh my god, I love it. That's a great. That's a great thing. That's good stuff. Hero Change says, "Am I doing reviews on new Ultra Monster figures? There are some interesting ones. In a few days, Aguila and Pagos are coming out. What are the new? You mean the vinyls, or are they just something else? I have a ton of vinyls I got yesterday. But if there's something new, let me know. I am definitely not listening to you guys while working. I won't tell anyone. Chenix is fine. It's fine. All right, let's
Hello,
refresh the
Chenix's
pulse.
boss.
Oh no, Chenix's boss is listening. I feel like if your boss is listening, you're in the clear because he's slacking off or she's slacking off as much as you are.
Right, right.
Um, okay, so still no link on the Pulse page, but
No
I
hot
feel
link,
like
huh?
that's right. Well, we got a hot link once, but
Hmm.
not here. Yeah, so yeah, I'm excited. I think, like you said, definitely some wave four, maybe Hot Shot. We don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they have to officially announce Wheelie and Ratchet for Studio Series because I don't think those have been officially announced. I mean, Prime versus Prime has reviews of both of them
Hmm.
already, but uh, they look great though. I'm very excited.
Oh, Chris, I've been meaning to talk to you about a line that I recently discovered. I think you might like it. Have you seen those like Treasure X toys? Like,
I've heard of it. It's like the ones where you have to like you buy like a
y-
vat and you have to
yeah,
dig for the toys.
yeah. They're doing robots now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, and I got this
I just
friend.
I don't do or like is it gross to do you have to clean them off when you're
No,
done?
so like this has like I think the upper half has like this film over it that you have to wash off the rust.
Oh,
And then
okay.
you get like, a really nice figure out of it. Like, and then you get like this weird core thing. I have like 5 of these mini guys now. They're not all the same mold, but
Yeah.
they're really fun. There's like this squid looking dude
Whoa.
and this steampunk looking guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they remind me a lot of like Skylanders. Oops.
Oh,
And
sure.
then um the stage above those are these big ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So I don't know, man. This
I
I
mean,
like
they look cool. I just don't like toys that come dirty. Like I
that's
had
true.
there was that Transformers like spoiler pack with
Mhm.
Megatron and the purple dinosaur and then there was just this like brick of Play-Doh
Yeah.
and I was like, "What is this?" And you had to like dig through the Play-Doh to find a plastic bag with like little accessories. And I
Mhm.
was like, "What is the purpose of this?" Like at least with that thing, it's
Yeah.
right up front. This is the whole point of
Yeah,
it. If
yeah,
you
yeah.
like, playing with Play-Doh and finding a little figure, by all means. But I was like, I just want Transformers. I don't want
Mhm.
Play-Doh. Like they've never gone together before. This
At
is the
least
weirdest thing.
but this like when all is said and done, you're not left with that trash to like deal with anymore or like
Yeah,
store.
yeah.
It is just the figure. And it's only like 5-6 bucks. So, it's a good time. This one was like 19 at Walmart, but online it's like 15. So, they're
Nice.
not bad.
That's cool.
I'd say it's worth it if you're willing to try one or two.
I'll have to look into next time I'm at the store. Snorlato says, "Good morning. Just found G-Axis. Great figure. Yes, it is."
Mm.
If anyone else is looking for Jaxus, it is on Amazon, so you don't have to hunt it. Hero Chain says, "Yeah, I meant the vinyls. Saw HLJ unboxing yesterday. Yeah, I did one vinyl review a couple days ago, but I am super behind. I think I have like 15 to go through, so I might just start bundling them into big videos. We'll see how it goes." Gary says, "When are you going to do Gundam kit reviews? Found like 6 you would like." Guys, you do realize that I already review like every toy that there is. So I think I counted the other day, and I have like 40 to 50 things in my backlog. So
God
do not add more things. I have to get through that. I just saw these in Walmart. There's a big playset. Oh, okay. A giant robot in itself. That's cool.
Oh.
They're talking about your things.
Oh, yeah. I saw that big one. I almost bought it, but I think it's cheaper on Amazon, so I might go there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Tyler says Chris is going to do Gundam when he gets around to killing Lego Mount. That's done. Not to say nothing of Mount St. Miniplow.
Right.
How do Hasbro sculpt their toys? I don't know. I mean, I assume that they employ sculptors, and they
I mean,
probably make them out of resin, right? And then they do a cast or something like that. Is that how it
I
works?
think I don't know now. I don't know that they like do that casting anymore just cuz like the process cuz they can prototype using SLA printers or no. Yeah, SLA printers and those are pretty high quality and then they can just toss that file over to the manufacturers and they can just make a steel mold out of that and then fart those out.
Oh, we have a link.
Ooh.
We have a link. I will post it. Boom.
Good, I need it as well.
Selfie series with Transformers. That would be hysterical.
If you could like build your own Transformers head and then just put it on a body, that'd be nice.
Yeah, maybe give you some options to
Yeah.
kind of design your own head or something. But that would be funny. All right. I don't know. It said for a second, I thought it said like a countdown. Oh, now it's going through. Okay. It's got some like random splash screens
Mm-hmm. Shop
promoting the,
anytime, anywhere.
yeah, I guess that's true. You can shop anytime, anywhere.
You can shop, but you can't buy anything.
Pulse Premium. You basically have to at this point. All right, let me see if I can do. I want to make sure I'm caught up, so I'm going to do 2 times speed.
That's right. We're going at warp speed. My pulse is accelerated.
You could be a pretender. Oh my god.
Oh.
They made me into a pretender shell? All right, I'm turned around. I'm back on board. I need this now.
What would be your inner robot? The outside would be
Um,
Chris. The inside would be like Long something.
oh, then I have to make a name.
The name, the bot, the robot.
I mean, I'd want like a classic pretender because they're very lanky and thin.
Sure.
Let me be thin for something.
Right.
Um, I don't know, maybe just kind of like a little car, a little jet. I'm not too picky.
Okay.
As far as a name, well, here I'll be a dump truck, and you can call me Long Haul, just like the Constructicon.
Or you could be Long Dump.
Well, no, I don't want to be that. I don't need that.
Every now and again, you need a long dump.
After Chipotle or something. Oh goodness. All right, so we got about 10 minutes here. Let me make sure I don't have this muted. All right, we got some chill music. 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Why not have a mega pretender? Who's more than they pretend to be? Mega pretender Transformers. That's right. All right. I think I got everything set up here.
Nice.
Let me look at this. Okay. All right, I'm excited. I wonder if we'll see any like app game or comic stuff that they always like throw in the beginning.
What comic stuff, Chris?
Well, I was wondering if they'd make some kind of official announcement because I saw some
Maybe.
tweet the other day that said something to the effect of like Hasbro discusses, but then everyone was like, it's just clickbaity. They don't have a name yet. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, so what's that about?
It was them asking if anyone wants to do it.
Just throw out a tweet. So who wants to write this?
Right.
Who can draw?
Please, please send your resumes to, was it Ryan Parrott's mom or something?
Yeah, do not do that.
No, don't. Please
Do
don't.
not do that. Hey, apparently there's supposed to be some Cobra Kai announcement or something.
Oh.
I don't
Maybe there's a karate transformer in our future.
dude, Transformers Cobra Kai crossover, I'm here for it.
What would they turn
Just
into?
a Cobra. Just do a Beast Wars
Oh, okay. All right.
Cobra Kai turn into a Cobra. Except for Daniel, who turns into a bonsai tree. It's amazing. The ultimate disguise.
Or it could turn into a fence that you paint.
That's true. Yeah, Mr. Miyagi's house.
Yeah.
I'm here
Just his
for
whole
it.
house.
It just turns into a house. Oh goodness. So I see people are posting pictures of finding the Velocitrons.
Nice.
I was there yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and my Walmart is not only like resetting the aisles, they're doing an entire store remodel.
Mm-hmm.
So the stuff is just like it's like with Target when they do a reset, they get a giant pallet of random stuff shrink wrapped, and so whenever that pallet that it's on happens to come out and they happen to put it out,
Mm-hmm.
there's no rhyme or reason to it. So one day it will show up. You and I both sink too much money into gotchas. Are you trying to make me go more broke? What is a gotcha game?
I'm pretty sure that's like when it's like blind bag skins or characters in a video game.
Oh, yeah, forget
Or
that.
weapons or any number of items. What's up?
Mortal Wombat says, so today we're very excited to announce our next HasLab. The Transformers chess set is relaunching. Fans just didn't get the concept the first time. It's now 700 instead of 600. Well, I forgot that even happened.
We'll
Was
also
that?
throw in the rest of Reva's lightsabers that we manufactured.
Let's just toss them in. Now that chess thing, they didn't actually make the whole thing, right? They were trying to sell you like one chess piece at a time. It was like I remember them trying to like just Optimus alone was like $80
That's
for the
so
one chess
bad.
piece. I think you could either buy the one or buy the whole thing. Was that even a HasLab? I forgot that even happened.
I thought that was like regular Kickstarter. You could get
Yeah.
an Earthrise or a red Optimus Prime if you don't care enough, and then stick it to a base, and you're good.
I mean, you really could. I mean, that would be fun. Someone should just make their own chess set with existing figures.
Oh yeah.
That'd be neat. Do I want the Canon Optimus Prime? I kind of do, but not for $160 or whatever it is. Astronaut just shouting Bonsai-tron. Sure. Supernatural Transformer crossover. Sam and Dean into the Impala. I don't know anything about Supernatural, so sure. I don't have Motormaster to even have yellowing on him. He'll probably get here yellow because he's been circulating the Midwest for 2 weeks. What is the yellow? What part's yellowing? He's like gray. How's that happening?
Wait, who's yellowing?
Motormaster. People are having problem with Motormaster.
I wonder if they're not using a good like gray or something, and then it's just.
I don't know.
Because I think I've seen gray Lego yellow, but I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, the last thing I need is to wait 4 weeks for my Motor Master to show up and then have it be completely yellow in the box. I do
Right.
not need that. All right, now this says it's 11 o'clock, but it also says that the stream has 5 minutes left. So
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I'm going at warp speed here. Oh, no, I'm caught up. All right, there wasn't
Yeah, I
that
mean,
much time.
we certainly didn't fall back 4 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but alrighty. Well, Hasbro, it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. Let's go. Make me wait 4 extra minutes. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, that's true. Prices are going up. I don't need yellowing Transformers. Okay, so Wombat says it was definitely a Kickstarter.
Mm.
Oh, Wombat, I don't have a liver strength for that. Take a shot
Yeah,
every
no.
time the chat says something. I don't even, honestly, I mute the chat. As soon as I go in, I'm just like, nope. What's up, Edward? Thanks for joining. I mean, literally, that chat is always just like, no matter what they show you, it's always, half the people are like, sweet, G1. The other people are like, why G1 all the time? And then they'll be like, okay, here's Armada Starscream. And they're like, garbage, it's not G1. And then the other people are like, I'm still not happy. And I'm like, what is going on?
What do you people want?
Yeah. People just screaming. But then there's like one other person in there that's always like, why aren't you giving me the one G.I. Joe character I want? And I'm like, sir, that's not even the right IP. You lost. Please go home, take a nap. Maybe you'll feel better. All right, we are under 3 minutes here. I always wonder if I could play the stream in this stream. I don't think they would care. It's not like Toei, but I don't know.
It's up to you if you want to risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, I'm gonna not this time, but maybe I'll look into it for the future. See if there's any legalities. If I was on Twitch or something, I would, because it's like lawless
Oh,
over there.
yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
cares.
For sure, for sure.
But that would be cool to just have it all in one. That would be convenient.
Yeah.
All right, we got the 2 minute warning. Let's go. Classified series Cobra Commander from that one Transformer episode he was in. Yeah, that was cool when he was like old and working for. I don't remember. He made the human bodies to put the Transformer brains into. There are other streams with the Pulse stream up. Astronaut says go for it.
Okay. I mean, I don't see why not.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that though. That's the real question.
Let me see if I can help you with that.
Do I choose the screen layout with us on the side and the big rectangle?
You have to do share first. You hit share at the bottom, share screen, and then select like a window or something.
Okay. Share screen. Sharing screen is easiest with 2 monitors. Well, I don't have 2 monitors. All right, don't
Okay.
shame me.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get this for you.
Sharing screen works best on a good computer. I'm 0 for 2.
Hold
Share
on.
screen lets you share audio.
Hold on. I got this. Give me one sec. All right. Full screen this. And you're fine if I.
Yeah, if you can do it.
Let's see. Give me full screen access. Share.
Okay, so I have to add this to stream.
Yeah.
And then, all right.
Cool.
Can you guys hear the audio? Ooh, just in time.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully this doesn't get shut down. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, everyone in the chat saying yeah.
What the? Where is everybody? I thought we had a fan stream. What's I see a bunch of box. All right, so I see Delaney popping in here from the war room. So we're doing this remote.
Trying to like
Got it.
frantically
Nobody
look in the
bothered to tell me.
background.
Sam coming from his home office
See what I
always
can
makes me
find.
super jealous because it's a great setup. Evan, here we go. Evan's there. Got all the Optimus that you could ever want in your entire life. Isabella coming from home, wearing the sweet Grimlock shirt. And then, Mark, we have the whole
There's
team.
my
There he
guy.
is.
His, awesome
There's
creative
my
studio
guy.
and all the toys we kind of wish we all owned. So what's going on, everybody?
We just wanted to wear shorts. We didn't want to wear pants and come into the office.
Oh, that's so mean.
That's why we're not
me
there.
wear
I
pants.
feel that.
They have to wear
Speak
pants
for
in the
yourself.
office?
I'm
It's
in California,
Hasbro.
so I wasn't going to be live anyways, you guys.
Well,
Hell
I guess
yeah.
that's fair, but you should just be here. Just hop on a plane, get on that private jet.
She's in
and come
California. She
visit
said
us.
she's not
Yeah.
live. Did she pre-record her
private jet.
responses to these
Wait till you
questions?
see
Is this all
the
scripted?
Jet's way for me. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us for another Pulse fan stream. We have a ton of stuff for you today. We're going to do Studio Series Wave 4, Legacy Wave 3, which we kind of gave you a preview of at San Diego Comic-Con. We have some franchise updates with Isabella. And then, everything we're going to reveal today, with the exception of maybe some core figures, will be available for pre-order after the stream today at 1 p.m. Eastern on Hasbro Pulse. So let me turn it over to Isabella to take us through some franchise updates.
Yeah, thanks, BMAC.
Oh, here comes the game and the comic stuff.
Rolling. So today, I actually have something a little bit different for us to start off with. It's not anything that I've ever gotten to talk about before, so I'm really excited. So we, the Transformers team here at Hasbro, have teamed up with Royal Mail to bring you some particularly special Transformers stamps.
Okay.
So what's really cool about this
But in
is
the UK,
you will have the
Okay.
opportunity to own
I'm guessing.
possibly the only Transformers merchandise ever to have been, get this, personally approved by Her Royal Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Isn't that so cool?
I can hear the Queen
So
now.
here they
What are
These
these
are
things on my stamp?
Of 8 stamps, and these
Your
are
Majesty,
printed
it's a
in pairs featuring
popular
original
children's
illustrations
cartoon. Oh, whatever. Bring me some
locked in
tea.
battle, but it's in this beautiful sort of
Oh, good.
retro
They have
G1
Optimus
style
Prime's
created by
X
artists
and
and
Megatron.
Thank
Space.
goodness.
illustrators and contributors.
I'll
And
only
from
approve if the
Hasbro,
orange
Steve
axe is
Ambassador
there.
Bill
It's so
Engel and
popular
John
with the
Paul Vogt
kiddies.
doing these gorgeous G1
Like I
comic
said,
book
never get away from
inspired
that
colors.
axe. Never.
So each print each stamp is printed with this kind of cool hidden ink, which will reveal each character's faction logo and their name
I
written
wonder
in
what faction Optimus
Cybertronian
Prime
when
is.
it's shown under
He's from
a
the
UV
Orange
light. It's
Axe
a really
faction?
cool sort of more than meets the
Oh.
eye
Yeah.
Easter egg that you
The
get to
axe
play with.
formers.
I see.
But that's not all. In addition to these 8 stamps, we have another mini sheet. 5 more stamps. Look at how beautiful this is, featuring our epic Dinobots, and it's this really cool composite scene, right? So you can see
That's
that
not
each of the
bad.
stamps here
Yeah,
are
that's pretty
cutouts
cool.
of this gorgeous scene. We've got
What
obviously
happened to these
all of our favorite
dinosaurs?
Dinobots, Grimlock, Snarl, Slug, Sludge, and Swoop. And we've
Have
got a ton of other
dinosaurs
ways
been
that you can
robots
present
the
this.
whole
There's
time?
actually something
I
called a
knew it.
presentation pack, which is a double-sided
The last
fold-out.
time I saw a
Yep, here we
dinosaur,
go.
it was
And it's got both
filled
the
with
main
feathers.
This isn't
stamp
like the
set as well as
dinosaurs I
Dinobot
used to
mini
ride
sheets,
to
plus some additional
university.
content which features really interesting stories told by James Roberts. We also have this gorgeous prestige stamp book,
What?
and this is the limited edition version. It is packed with exclusive artworks and fun facts, and you can even see you've got the Matrix of Leadership, which is this really cool slipcase that it comes with. And another one that I'm actually particularly excited about, just because it's really different and it's super high caliber. Yes, stamp ingots. We've got one of
What?
Bumblebee, as you see here, and another one of Optimus Prime. Look how gorgeous these are. So these are metallic replicas of the stamps that come in the set. But the neat thing is, these are super fancy. It's plated in pure silver with color printing overlaid on top of it. And in addition to this, we also have some collector's sheets, framed prints, and other sets.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of them right here.
There's a lot of stamps
It's
going on.
absolutely stunning. The artwork is beyond beautiful, and it's so special for anybody who might have grown up reading the comic books with these series, because it is, again, inspired by the 1980s comic book art style. This is one of my favorites. I really want to get my hands on one of these just to like hang it up on the wall behind me. As you can see, my home office is a little bit bare on the walls. I still got to get all my artwork up, so one of these days. But for any true Transformers fan, I think these are going to be an absolute must-have. Now, the stamps are actually available already right now to pre-order, so just go online, royalmail.com/transformers, and they'll go on sale generally on September 1st. So really, really excited for these. If anybody out there is a stamp collector and a Transformers fan, this is the one. It's everything you've ever wanted, all in one incredible bundle. So super excited. Now that we're in sort of a comic book mindset, right? Since these were inspired by the comic books, I want to talk a little bit about what we have coming up from our friends over at IDW. The first one today was also curated by none other than James Roberts himself. This is a must-read
James
for all
Roberts, who's that
Transformers
dude?
fans. It's best of the rarities. So this is super, super cool. Check out that sort of retro stylized artwork on the cover here. This collection includes some of the greatest, but also some of the most hard-to-find Transformers stories from our series' nearly 40-year history. And it's all pulling from over 1,500 issues. It's a collection that includes actually some never-before reprinted materials, both from the US and the UK. It just went on sale, so be sure to go find it wherever you get your comic books. This one is a really neat guy. And speaking of collections, for those of you who might have missed it, or maybe you were actually waiting for this very moment, the Shattered Glass trade paperback is also now available. It collects the first series of this dark reflection of our Transformers universe. So you can get this also wherever comics are available. And the collection of the first series comes out just in time for Shattered Glass 2, issue number 1. This will be going on sale wide August 31st. And in this start to the second wave, Optimus Prime is ever the ruthless tyrant, while Megatron a compassionate peacekeeper. So here, Cybertron sits on the brink of war as both factions are racing to gain control of a Titan that could destroy either side in mere nanocycles. But while everybody has their eyes locked on the Titan, Ultra Magnus, a powerful shadow broker, puts into action a plan that he has been making in
a shadow broker. Nice.
So
hopefully
this is going to be
you can
really,
get
really
my
cool.
shadow out of
right
escrow.
Here we've got a couple of the beautiful covers to share with you. A cover is by Nick Brokenshire. I apologize if I'm butchering any names.
Oh, Shire's broken.
Our B cover is by Red
Get the
Powell,
hobbits out.
and our variant is by none other than Marcelo Otero.
That's a cool cover. I like
They're
that.
absolutely gorgeous.
Oh,
Collect them
wow.
all if that's your jam. I know it's mine. And then we have
You seem very
final
nice,
issue
but please
of
get
Last
to the
Spot
toys.
Standing.
Nobody cares.
It's come to this. Donoct, nay, the universe hangs in the balance. The last true Cybertronian stands against visitors from another world to determine the future. If I may use the very classic and beloved line, one shall stand, one shall fall. Find out who will be the last bot standing. This is also on sale August 31st. We've got some gorgeous artwork for you as well here.
That does look
cover
pretty
A
cool.
by Nick Roche, B, K-Zama,
Oh, no.
cover C, Saren Stone.
I read the first issue of this, and I didn't know what the heck was going
Our
on,
incredible
so I stopped
RI
reading it.
cover by
But I
EJ.
still have them. It's
These
like
are
it's like
absolutely
a
stunning.
I don't know if
Really
it's Earth or a
pulling it out
different
of the
planet,
water
but
with
it's like
this
Old
last
West
issue of
times,
Last
and he
Bot
turns into
Standing.
like a covered
It's
wagon.
a really beautiful series because it has
And then like another
qualities
Transformer showed
that
up and was like,
this
"I need help," and then
string
Hot
of
Rod was like,
Transformers
"No other
are
Transformers but me," and just killed him dead. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
"Okay, what's
really
happening?"
touching story that goes so deep.
How would he get the
way far
name
beyond
Hot
just
Rod
robots
back
in
then?
disguise. It is.
I don't know.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
think
the
he
line, but
gave
it's
his
more than
name,
meets the
but
eye.
it just
Oh.
you can
Really,
tell
really
it's Hot
looking
Rod.
forward for everybody to get to read
Hot Wagon.
and join me in this incredible story. So get hyped. Those are
I
my
will get
updates,
hyped as soon as you
guys.
start showing me
Just
the
a few,
toys.
but
Dude at the bottom right
Yeah,
was not
there's a
paying
lot of
attention the whole
real
time.
No, he
good
was
stuff
definitely
coming out there.
sleeping, and he did not care
Rumors,
what you had
maybe
to
I'm
say.
going to Europe in October, and I'm going to have to get an extra suitcase to bring back all that Royal Mail stuff. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, you'll need an extra
sorry,
suitcase
they
for
are
the
British stamps,
flattest
but they
objects
do
that
ship
exist on
globally,
this
so
planet.
you can't even
You'll never be able
order
to
them
just
from
put them in a
the comfort of
backpack.
your home.
Can
I
they not
never would
just
have expected to be
ship you the
genuinely
stamps?
excited
Like,
for stamps.
they
I mean,
mail
but-
things.
Part
But
of the
then
collection, but those are
they'll have
so
stamp
well
them. You don't want to
executed,
stamp
and I
them. You
love
want
the,
them
Oh,
clean.
the
yeah.
aspect
I mean, I
of
guess if you put them in an
real.
envelope and mail them, but
If we
Mhm.
start collabing and all of a sudden we're doing like Transformers hotel soaps, like I'm done with collecting because I like never could have expected like all the
Transformer
places
hotel
that we're gonna
soaps.
go. And like,
Maybe in the
telling my
Universal
younger
Park,
self,
I could
like,
see
Maybe.
you just,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're gonna get
I could
stoked
see
about
that.
stamps in your 30s, but I am. I'm here and I'm loving them.
We're gonna
Stamps
start
is
doing
just stickers for
Transformers
old
branded
people.
towels, and then you can steal the
Evan, you
towels
got
from
room on the
hotel
shelf?
Put that
for
on a
the stamp?
t-shirt,
You're
please.
gonna find room for it?
Stamps are just
I don't
stickers
know.
for
I'll
old
find
people.
wall
It's
space.
true.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But it's like,
Yeah,
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 looking
get
at those
monthly
things,
frames
they're
done.
just so beautiful. It's just like, oh, it's so nice and iconic, and it makes you
Stamps
just
are
the
just
nostalgia of
stickers
just the
for
80s
old
comics
people.
and seeing those
Mark's gonna
programs
have
with, like
to-
Bumblebee.
Change out his wall art there.
Hey, I'm all about that comics artwork, so maybe we should try to get a capsule program going.
Yeah,
That's
let's get more.
That's not all you're all about, Mark.
So, all right, perfect. Well, thanks, Isabella, for taking us through some franchise updates. Very much looking forward to Shatterglass 2. It's going to be super awesome. The stamps definitely look really good.
He's
So I'm
amped
going to
for
turn it over to
stamps.
Delaney, and she's
Insane.
going to hang out with Sam and Evan. We're going to do studio series. There are
Yeah.
live action figures in this that they're going to reveal. So, for all of our Bayverse fans, you actually get some reveal on a fan stream. It's not just 100% about Legacy, the last couple of ones. So, Delaney,
It's not just about Legacy. We're doing
Awesome.
Studio
All right,
Series
thanks,
86.
Are you ready? to
Totally
do this?
different.
I'm just gonna pretend like I
I'm
can
ready
see
for
you
this.
nodding your head. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Evan. Yeah.
I don't have a choice.
I mean,
So-
Sam. You have no choice.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And I hope you're
Punch
just as
that
excited as
pinata.
I am because we're going right into it with our deluxe class figures. First with Transformer: The Last Night Autobot, Hot Rod. All right, Sam, you've got this one with you,
Oh,
right?
the French one.
I
Yeah.
got this guy in hand, and I must say,
Ha,
of
ha,
all the
ha, I am
deluxes that
Hot
we've been cranking out
Rod.
this year, this is one I am so
I
excited.
mean, it
to
looks
share.
all right, but do I need
This
it?
is Autobot Hot Rod, coming from the last night. This is. Let's see if we can get him to focus.
These
up.
are his legs.
There he goes. This guy's beautiful. He's borderline like a mini masterpiece. There's so many elements of Age of Extinction, The Last Night, that as they did the redesigns of these bots, beautiful forms, super.
I think the last one had a
great
lot of
looks
back
and
kibble,
proportions to the robot,
Mhm.
but really difficult
if
to
I remember
translate into
correctly.
a physical transforming bot.
How's this guy's
But
back look?
something that I really do love about what they did with Hot Rod is they actually kept some of the vehicle pieces intact, so you do get the front end of that Lamborghini Centenario able to come
That
across.
doesn't
in
look too
front, but
bad.
because
I mean, he's
of
still
that,
got a
he's
decent
able to
backpack.
hide this vehicle mode so well. Get the articulated wings in the back. You
Oh, I
get
can put the wings
such a
up, though?
Small, compact
like it.
back form here.
All right,
I think
maybe.
my favorite part is probably as we do the legs here, mid transformation, boom, you get the spoiler flipped down, get the reveal of the triple exhaust in the back, and then as we switch over
Is
to
that a
that vehicle form
Feature or
itself,
like?
we go
I think he's just showing how it
License,
transforms.
Lamborghini
Okay.
Centenario.
But you could give him rocket feet, I guess, if you wanted that. helps you in battle.
This car
That looks
you know,
really
as a
good.
vehicle form was just
I'm really surprised,
phenomenal when it
though,
was revealed. You know, it's a full carbon fiber hull
that they haven't
chassis on the
run
vehicle itself.
through.
But for the movie,
everything.
it gets this really
Yeah.
nice color
Like,
accent with
they've
the
been going at
orange
this
to
pretty
really
hard
make
for
it
a
pop
while.
From anything else that's released.
I mean,
Keep
it
giving
does
us
look.
But again,
Good.
licensed.
Oh, they keep giving us
Lamborghini
Bumblebees
form,
and
you get
Optimuses,
that
so it's not
Yeah.
like
spoiler in the upright.
I mean, it does
position.
look. I mean, it does look good.
Taillights
Yeah,
are on
yeah,
the
for
back,
sure.
you have the
I mean, it's
daytime
not at the
running
top
lights
of my
up here on the
list, but,
front.
you know,
Yeah.
And again,
I'm
it's
not
just
saying it won't happen.
beautiful, licensed, proportioned vehicle. Didn't really sacrifice anything in either mode, so I'm so excited for that guy to get out. Of
I
course,
definitely think it's an
he's
improvement
got
over the
the time
original.
gun.
Mhm.
The
Let me see if
only
I can
weapon in the
Google
Transformers universe that has to be announced every time it's fired, where he goes, "I
last
stopped the
night.
time."
What did he say?
Able to get
I
that,
stopped
get a
the
couple little
time.
echo offs in there as it's being fired off, and
Oh yeah, the other one, the
Just
last
overall
one
is
had
awesome.
the chest
this
plate
guy's
come
up there.
down
This might
like
be my top
vertically
figure of
on the whole
2022.
chest.
Oh.
Although it's
Working
not. This
with
one's not bad
Lamborghini
either.
too, that
honestly.
partnership to create
Mhm.
that iconic vehicle from the movie is just, I mean, that transformation is fantastic. The transition just looks so seamless. It's pretty beautiful, if I do say so myself.
This was my first time working with Lamborghini, and they were such a phenomenal partner. We work with all these great auto manufacturers across Transformers, but I think definitely they're, throughout the process, they were like, well, can we do this? Can we get that rear diffuser in there? Can we, make all these
Wow.
other elements, which, initially were kind of sacrificed because of the transformation, but it kind of made us go back and continuously push and change the form. Working with Tomo over at with Takaro, he was just such a phenomenal design partner on this to really be able to hit home, and ultimately what we ended up delivering is phenomenal representation of the character.
Right, it's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
What's
And
next?
it's always great when design elements of the robot motor in the car mode, and it's like, oh, we don't have to work witchcraft to make this work. Like, it's just like, oh, we can kind of, oh, this is so much easier. Thank God. So,
Well, I mean, I was gonna ask you. what your
Speaking of
favorite parts are.
witchcraft,
Apparently, he
It's
can't
I was
tell
gonna
his
go right on to the next
colleague
reveal.
is talking.
I think that's perfect. That's a perfect transition. We've talked enough about this one. Let's head right over to another Last Night character. So, Sam, all you again.
All right. So speaking of witchcraft, that was a beautiful segue into
Oh.
a completely different form by way of Crosshairs. Crosshairs, of course, this is the second film
That looks
we
worse.
saw this character depicted in. The first being Age
Look
of
at his
Extinction.
empty shoulder,
Wasn't a
empty
huge change to the character
forearms.
between the two films. We did see some
Yeah.
alterations done to the vehicle mode, but ultimately probably one of the biggest challenges we've seen in studio series and just as a
Uh-oh.
character as a whole, being able to hide an
Uh-oh.
entire vehicle form, not only in a bot mode, but also having it be able to translate
Getting
into
some
a trench coat for the character, which
sex bots
we're actually able to
in the chat.
manipulate, open up,
Had to get
and
rid
really
of that.
not sacrifice too much in terms of the character.
That's
As we
not
do get
bad.
around here to the back,
They're not the
though,
kind of
you can
bots I
see
was looking
we're
for.
able to incorporate the jetpack of the character onto the back.
Jetpack? He has a
Getting,
jetpack?
some
I
of those
never knew
fender
that.
He's
details
got a
still
lot
act
of stuff going on
the
the back
lower
there.
parts of his
But it's
trench coat
supposed to
and
be part of the
jacket, so
coat, you
Sure
know?
it is.
really cool to see a lot
I
of
mean,
the
don't get me
background on
wrong.
this
It was a
character, be
neat
able to
design to
bring a lot of
do
that
on a
life into
computer
the
in the
portrait,
movie,
which
but
I
it
don't think
makes
we've
it
been able to do
impossible for
in product
toys
before.
For sure.
to have the
And of
card
course,
just
giving him
suddenly
his
change
dual SMG rifles to be
you
able
know,
to
basically
fire
its
away
entire
with,
structure
to
goes from
really
rigid
sell
to
home the character.
Yeah,
coat.
yeah, yeah.
Now, where this guy really
I thought
gets
with
the
the
shine is
original
definitely
toy
gonna
was
be in
kind
terms
of
of his
okay
vehicle
because it
form.
was like a flimsier plastic and they were able
This
to
in
like
the
bring it
final
around and kind of
licensed
peg it in.
C7
I mean, the car mode
Corvette
looks great.
Stingray.
I'm not going to argue
It's
that.
the same vehicle
Right.
that was used in Age of Extinction, but they did make
This
some
is, I think
updates
these
to it
two are going to
originally as
be
part of more of the
when Target
Z51
has a
look.
buy one get
But they
one
brought
half
in
off
some
sale. I
updates
think
like
that's what
over fenders,
then these
changing
are
up
going to
the
happen
spoiler,
Mm.
as well as a few
because
of
I
the rear
don't
diffuser
care about
details to really try
Bayverse
and
as much
emulate more of
anymore.
the Z06.
Especially with some of these because they
And
don't
then we
feel as
see this
old.
matte black
Like when they went back and
two-tone paint
redid like
job
the
that's
first
just
movie or the second
brought
movie, I was
across
like,
the whole
okay, but I'm like,
vehicle. You
Last
get
Night
that
was,
directly
I mean,
around
I'm
the
sure it's
back.
longer ago
As
than
you
I
can see,
remember, but
nothing in terms of the vehicle
it's like
form
5
had to be
years ago.
sacrificed for the
When did
bot.
Last Night happen?
And it's, I think,
About
probably the
8
best
hours ago.
representation we've had of
Oh, great.
that C7 Corvette, which Corvette itself in live action has just had so much on-screen presence. You had, everything in terms
Show
of
me a date.
Sideswipe and having
20
his
says,
form
oh, 5 years
kind
ago,
of
exactly.
be the
Oh, wow.
introduction of what this Corvette would ultimately be. So it's great to sort of see that evolution happen on screen across, the scope of 4 films.
Absolutely. I mean, it looks unreal. I'm just most excited about playing out that bowling alley scene, the quest scene. just lining them all up, I think is the perfect figure to finally finish that out. Yeah, Evan, what do you
I think that highlights a few characters that we still need to do from that bowling alley scene. So
Yeah,
good
a
stuff.
little
Just
bit.
a few. There's always room for more, though.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm always so impressed, Sam, by your knowledge of cars and all their pieces and everything that goes into them, because it's like, yeah, I think I know some stuff, and then it's like, oh no, I know nothing compared to Sam. So thank God you're on this team. So yeah.
But yeah, let's shift gears a little bit. Let's take a quick departure from
Get
live
it,
action
Cars.
to our 1986 animated.
Yeah, we're talking. Okay,
There you
let's
go.
get back to the bread and butter. I get it. The
Next
Baver
up, we
stuff is for
have
somebody.
Voyager class
It's just not for me.
Ironhide.
Yeah, it's my boy.
So
Oof.
obviously,
That is
Ironhide
him.
and Ratchet
That's
were
looking
key
good.
main characters
Yeah.
in the normal G1 Transformers animated television series, and had a prominent 5 minutes in the beginning of the '86 movie. He was one of my favorite characters, and I was incredibly traumatized when he was murdered by Megatron. And
This
so
guy's
now all of
live in
you
a
get to relive
discotheque, I
my
think.
trauma
I don't know what's
Oh,
going
with this
on.
figure. So yeah. Voyager scale. Essentially, what we did here is we didn't want him to parts form like the Earthrise figure did. So we had to
Yeah,
bump him up
'cause
in
that was not
scale to
good.
make sure that we could get in all of those panels and everything else, and make sure that it compacts.
I think it looks so much better than the
and
Earthrise
just
one
gives him
For
a
sure.
wonderful representation.
because he doesn't
of
have a
animation design,
gigantic
I think.
shield piece and he doesn't have his giant
Worked on
feet
this
hanging
guy
out the
with
back.
Kunihiro-san, who is
Right.
an absolute wizard, if we're continuing with the witchcraft here. And it's just like we went back and forth. And one of my favorite things actually about this, since Sam was talking about the hot rod, is how the feet transform, which I'm going to pop on over to his alt mode to show you. So he obviously turns into his.
It's not fair. I have 0.
red
This guy
cherry
has
jam.
2. What's that about?
And as you can see, there's no extra shield, there's no extra nothing here. These are all parts that belong on him and will fold up.
My guy,
into
don't
like
pretend like we didn't
him.
already watch the
He can
review of
house his 2
this 2
blasters as
weeks
bumpers
ago.
on
Like,
his feet. They can also
I love you
store
guys,
up
but
here on top, and actually he can also store them on his back when he's in robot mode. So those tabs right there, they can just tab in. But as I was saying, my favorite thing about this is actually how the feet transform. You just pop these back parts out, flip them down, whoop, and split the legs, and then it's just like, oh my god, he's got feet. Like it's
Gurwalk
one of those
mode.
like small little genius things that's like, oh, that's so smooth, that's so much fun.
it's almost like, why did it take you 3 iron hides to figure that out?
And there's a nice render of it. So
I mean, this just looks awesome.
He's got giant goofy feet
Yeah,
out the back. It'll be
it's-
fine. It's
one
fine.
of those classic car forms that's just like, he's a van, he should be bigger than like our deluxe car bots, but height wise in the show he was just like a little bit taller than them, so we stayed to the scale that we established in Earthrise, which is why we did that.
Nice.
But when he goes into van mode, he's so much bigger than any of our deluxe cars. So
Very nice. Okay.
as I said,
He's a
witchcraft
big van
and
boy.
wizardry on this guy. So he's one of my favorite figures that I think I've worked on so far.
I look forward
And
to the
I've kept him
Ratchet
on my
repaint.
desk like this entire time. Like even when we were doing past streams, it's like, oh, there he is. There's Ironhide. He's watching me do my job. So just one
Ironhide
of
is
those things.
always watching.
The mufflers too. I mean, making the blasters turn into the mufflers, like that just looks so cool. What a way to repurpose that or really transform it.
Absolutely. Kunihiro-san all the way. That was him, and also these feet were also him that he figured out. And it was just like, oh, how did you do that? That's amazing. It's just little simple things. So yeah.
That's free, and BMAC mentioned 4 at the top of this. So leader class now. Right.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
you
this
might
is
care
supposed to
about
be
this
the
one
fall
just
one,
a
I think.
little bit, right?
Oh.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
The amount of hype that has happened on this figure, where it's just like people have been reaching out since like February, like, let's go. It's like,
Well,
Oh.
now I'm terrified.
This guy's got tremendous
I
presence.
think it might.
Yeah, I'm also going to preface this by saying, make sure you rewatch the movie so that you know why we did what we did with his colors.
It's not our fault,
Is our
he's
I was
saying.
gonna
class
say, actually,
fallen?
don't rewatch that
So,
movie.
Some of you are probably looking at this right now and going like, why is there blue there? And it's like, he actually had a lot of metallic blue on him in the movie.
Really?
We looked at the ILM CAD, we dissected it, and then we rewatched some of the scenes there, and it was just like, wow, yeah, he has a lot of reflective, shiny blue on
Wow.
his parts.
Mhm.
So yeah, so here
They
he is,
just always
big
seem to
boy,
make him
big lanky
orange.
boy himself.
Mm.
So worked on this with Ajima-san. As I said before, we use the CAD from.
What are the
movie to
extra
make
arms
him
that are just jutting out of
in
his
reference
back? Are they connected to his?
He's very articulated. We made sure to get
Yeah,
like
I
his
guess they
weird
are.
appendages that attach to his forearms in here. They can stretch and articulate like with his arm movement.
I was just
but
never
if
a
they
fan
do
of
get
this
in the way
thing.
at all,
Mhm.
they're just
Like
oddball
much of
choice,
that
so you can pop
movie.
them out to get more dynamic posing. He comes with his staff that can break apart into 2 pieces because he has to do it for his transformation mode, which I'll get in a second. But another cool feature, you can take his mask off. Because what did Optimus Prime say? It's like, give me your face.
Give me your face.
Yeah, I think wasn't that the line?
Optimus was a little
Ramming a
homicidal
sword
in the
through it.
second
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
when he has that fight
so
in
yeah,
the
you can
forest
take
with the
Guy
2
was on like a
swords,
total spree.
and he just like goes
little bit.
insane
I
and
mean,
starts
the number of
murdering
faces
everyone.
that
It's like,
Optimus
okay,
Prime
settle
takes,
down.
Where it's
He
just
also
like,
throreatened to murder a
all
human
throughout
dude.
movie one,
Yeah,
in
I mean,
the
a later
a little-
movie.
the face.
He needed a Snickers in that
No-Face's
one, I think.
Yeah.
Give me your
Wanted to
face.
give us a little bit more action, I guess. But yeah, so
Yeah.
alt mode wise, we essentially kind of based his alien jet form off of the old toy, but then
Stop.
we modified it a bit. To kind of
Made it
live more
worse.
in that universe and look more
Yeah,
like
guys,
some
I'm
of the
sorry.
weird alien jet forms.
I
that
don't
we
need this. I
previously
mean, if
with
someone wants
Megatron,
this, by all
things
means.
like that.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I don't care.
I apologize if this is not.
I don't like the robot mode or the jet mode or that
No, looks
movie
so
or that
good. I mean,
character.
that
So
Cybertronian spacecraft, that mode
it's
just
just no
looks
thank you. Again, somebody else. Oh, another one.
Very
Dang.
Very
See?
popular
Yeah.
with the bots today.
I believe in year 1 or 2 of Studio Series, we released Optimus
Wait, is
Prime
that
and Jetfire
2
that can
different
combine,
ones?
So I know people have been waiting for this for a long time so that they can finally do their big face off. But yeah,
Do their big face off. Get it?
Expectations.
Oh, it's Nick Cage. Okay, now I'm on board.
Came out
I guess
phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, great job, Evan. I mean, those all looked incredible. I feel like we need to bring back. There we go. Bring back the team.
Okay, so
Now that the game-
Studio
I'm a
Series
little
Ironhide.
jealous I didn't get to work on Studio Series this time. That Corvette looks awesome. The Fallen, when I ever saw the gray model come in for instruction review, I was like, what the hell is this thing? It was incredible. Evan was having a good time playing with it. So, yeah.
Legacy
all right,
Wave
so we're going to keep
4.
this
Legacy
train
Wave
rolling because
4.
we have legacy stuff going on.
There you go.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah, so,
Hot shot.
right, we're
Wait,
gonna
but
move
before
on.
we do that, BK,
No,
before we
delay it
go
no
over,
longer.
I know you love Studio Series, and we've got just a few more for you. 2 you've probably
Oh.
already seen, and then 2 you have not.
Right, yeah, so let's
Oh.
rapid fire core figures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh God.
let's do it.
Okay.
I called it Ratchet and Wheelie.
Okay. Who do we? Okay, I think we're starting with
Let's-
Wheelie. Is that right?
Starting with
Yeah,
Wheelie.
let's start with Wheelie.
Okay.
Let's start with Wheelie.
Okay.
86.
Let's get Wheelie out of the
Finally, you
way.
can plop a real transforming Wheelie on top of your 86 Studio Series Grimlock. Yeah, worked on this guy with a Suisan.
We apologize why we did that other one in the
phenomenal.
first place. We don't know.
So here's the new figure.
That's
Actually,
not bad.
here's
The
new
robot mode is
figure.
good. I think
Yeah.
the robot mode
Let's
looks
see.
like the
Yeah,
cartoon.
they
I
got a
think it's
slingshot in
fine
there.
from the
Um,
front.
I know this guy's already been.
I don't
going
love
around
the wheels
online.
and the
It feels like I saw
forearms,
some
but
people have already
fine.
found
But
the
then when
nice
you
little
turn
mods
around,
of
he's got the
suit
weird
there where
square
it's
butt,
like
and then when you
you have this vehicle
transform
mode,
it, and it's
you can
just
pop
got
open the hatch,
the
so you can
hands
see
hanging
inside
out the
underneath,
back.
which is how the original toy transformed back in the day. But
So,
we're
I
rapid
don't know.
firing this, right? So should I already move on?
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's Wheelie.
I
He's
know.
awesome.
Yeah. The next one,
Yeah.
86 Ratchet.
Okay. I
Nice.
They
think
know.
these out.
They know we've already seen videos about these.
So you're gonna have to look at that
The
render
thing
and be
is,
like, yep,
they
that's how it
100% know that that kid does
Damn,
that, and
there we
they
go,
just
there's
have
the
no
word.
intention of
Words are
stopping it.
hard.
I just don't think they
works. They
care.
are.
I don't think they
I-
can do anything to
but yeah.
stop him.
So
I don't know
we
if
have
they
Ironhide
see
coming
him
in,
as like
void
unofficial
scale,
marketing or
Ironhide
free
coming in core
marketing,
scale.
or really he's
knows?
paying them
I
to
mean,
market for
Eventually,
them.
you know, we're
Really,
gonna
Yeah.
re-deco these as their opposites at some point. But yeah. So continuing with the core scale to
Yeah.
go with some of the figures.
so
we've
we'll
been
get
releasing
eventually
on
Core
Kingdom,
Ironhide and
Ratchet
eventually
figures,
Voyager
Gold
Ratchet.
Class Optimus Prime.
This
We're just gonna
Ratchet
build out
is
more of that line,
completely washed out with
because
his
we think it's a
lighting.
great little scale.
Yeah, it looks
Alright.
good though. I watched a
So
video about
new.
it
We
yesterday.
have new stuff
How
now.
It looks
Good.
really, really
Possibly
good.
my favorite
Yeah.
backdrop in all of
Nice.
Studio Series. We have Dark of the Moon,
Yeah.
Laserbeak. Right?
There you go.
That's
This
their
is
movie.
for
I
you,
so
can't
Taylor.
good.
remember the order they go in.
I don't know why this
Dark of the
exists,
Moon,
but it's a big
Laserbeak,
pink bumblebee, so I gotta
their
get it.
Bumblebee
Yeah, that's right.
disguise. Did that Laserbeak have
Everybody knows that's Big Pink Bee.
pronouns revealed at all? I'm just gonna say they them. Okay. So yeah. So here we go. In the bright pink Camaro,
That's
we
not
have
bad.
Laserbeak in disguise.
Completely
It's very
random.
awesome.
But they're just like, we want to make a
Very
Bumblebee. What can we
transformation.
do with
It's
it?
a licensed Camaro, so
Well,
that was fun.
it was technically in
worked
the
on this
movie,
with
so
Tucson.
I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying
So yeah, perfect.
when they're coming up with
Alright,
what
one
thing
more.
can they
Awesome.
get
He's
out
so
of
good.
Oh,
You're gonna
the
have
Bumblebee
to
to
explain a little bit
repaint
about
Sure.
this
it,
one.
and then someone in the
It's
back goes,
86.
Laserbeak turned into him
Keep
for
like
4
a little
seconds in that movie.
explanation
He
why
did?
he's
Great.
blue.
Start building it.
So
Ooh.
yes, 86 Rumble sporting his.
That is a legitimate
movie
surprise.
that is not bad.
Because when he showed up in the show, he was a lot darker blue, and then of course there's the whole which one is blue, Frenzy or Rumble. So when you pick up this figure on our box, it will say Rumble, and then it will be like parentheses blue, because we needed to establish that.
Okay.
Just to be more confusing, like everybody else. But yes,
Dude,
we're
do
doing
these
a
still
cassette core
fit
scale,
in?
Whoa!
which I'm sure some of you are like, "Oh, is
How
this
does
the new
that-
size standard for core scale?" No, of course not. This was the way that we could get in Rumble with all of his features and accessories, and he still turns into a cassette that fits inside Blaster and the Soundwave that we previously released.
Nice.
But
Nice.
this also allowed us to make sure that we could give him all the deco that he needed.
I
before
guarantee those pile drivers are just
Actually,
separate
in the
pieces that
past,
come
they
off.
shared
Oh,
tools,
for sure.
and
They don't
also shared
transform into
deco,
the.
so
There's
Because that's how the
that
masterpiece ones work. It's just a
couldn't get
you
all
like
the attention
transform the
that we
arm like
needed,
this,
and
and
is
then
a
it
way
just
that we
slides
had to
in,
do
and I
that.
think it clicks up then or
But,
something like that.
For size comparison, you can kind of see. Here's kind of the difference.
Because
Oh.
they did
Scale.
Rumble
we
in
were able to
that
get these
pack
giant
with
pile drivers in there and
there's
get
like a
them to
4-pack of
weapons
tapes that they
and
did that
all
were I think
I
Hasbro
love
Pulse
this figure
exclusive with
because
like the
of
2
Tucson.
double dealer
He works
Power
some of his
Masters.
masterpiece magic in here. So
Um,
it's just a
But I always thought that one was a little
Yeah,
too dark. I
cool.
like the
So
lighter
it's
colors for the
easily available
cartoon. So,
with the fourth wave,
and I'm sure
which
they'll do that
technically
as
hits
Frenzy,
shelf
which I'm
on level
fine with.
1, but you
Right.
might be able to find these from some of the fan
Because
base
I've
stores
always
online
said
for
they
pre-order
did them
sooner
as
than
part
later,
of
or
was
sooner
it
than later.
Frenzy
Yeah, in Studio
and
Series reveals, and I think you can easily
Ravage, I think, were
artwork
part of
with this,
Siege.
of course.
And they look
If you
okay,
wanna
but they're
review
missing the
these,
back
so why don't you
guns,
head over to
and
the
that's
comments,
always
let us
like
know
ruined
so
it for
we
me.
can
And then this one
review,
has it plus the
see
pile
which
drivers.
one
I'm
that
in.
you prefer or
I'll
wanna add to
replace
your
those
shelf.
cassettes.
Nice.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna.
I think
say
that
bye to
was
Lady
in the
for a few
list of
minutes.
leaks, but we hadn't
We'll bring
seen
her
any
back at the end
pictures
with
of it.
Isabella. We'll recap the whole
Jeez,
event.
another
We're gonna
one?
transition
I can't
right
keep 'em
into
away.
Transformers
You're
Legacy.
popular today, Chris.
Which we
The
revealed
ladies
all
are
of these
all
for you
after
at San
me.
Diego Comic Con, but only in bot mode. No weapons, no accessories, no alt modes. So we're gonna kick it off right away with the one we've definitely got.
I'm
the
not
most
going to read
questions
it, but
about
you have to. Did you
since,
see what the name of that
Comic-Con,
was?
which is going to be Autobot Point Blank and
Very
his
much so.
Battlemaster Peacemaker. Mark, what do we got?
Okay.
So here we are.
I thought we already.
Yeah,
Legacy.
it's Mark's turn to
Point Blank
shine.
and Peacemaker. That is correct. Let me show off the beautiful illustrations on the box first because they do sing. Great job to the
I think it's
packaging
fun that they
team out
went back and I mean
there.
it's good and it's bad.
Really,
Like
really
the Target
happy about
Master
getting another
transforms
Target
exactly like the
Master
original
to
toy, which
complete your
is
Target
fun
Master
for
collection.
nostalgia.
Ever since I
But
actually
like they
worked
didn't
on
update
this
the
guy,
articulation
which
at
was
all, so it's kind of
crosshairs
like
back in the Siege days. I really wanted to finish off the Target Masters, so really hyped about this character. Worked
yeah,
with
he looks good.
Hasui-san on.
But I do have the really
next year,
articulated ones that
and
Takara
to
did years
include the
ago, so I
Target
can just pop that on
Master
there.
Peacemaker was really essential to
I think
to
budgetary
us.
reasons
I
made it
think
be
that is
simple,
just
so they're
it
like,
makes this character
nostalgia.
really as strong as
That's why we
possible.
cheaped
And
out on this.
you can also see that his head sculpt
Is wrong.
is the one that it was featured in the animation in the G1. I think it was Rebirth was the episodes.
Oh, nice.
But
Yeah, so we look at the alt mode. You can see that you put Peacemaker on his back there.
dude,
Oh, I thought he was about to tell me that they're including the other head for
Cybertronian
me.
race car is just bananas here. I mean, this thing is just ridiculous. Come on now. I mean, this thing is built for speed.
Yeah, these colors are great.
Yeah, this is yeah. We actually got a really nice molded, like I think it's a 201C or a 200C, which is like almost a little bit brighter than Warpath, but I was actually really hyped about how this translucent cockpit came out, and Hasui-san, of course, loves to have those little little details just to pop the cockpit. You cannot fit a Titan Master in there, unfortunately, but I mean it's really cool to just play out the fantasy to have, like, you know, somebody hopping in like
Yeah,
Peacemaker
that
in
looks
there.
good. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
This
and
one's
you know
great.
Now
what?
we just need Sure Shot.
Peacemaker's actually he has some nice energon details on him, and he came out pretty cool. Like cost was
Do they all have
challenging to fit
strobe lights,
in,
or is that
Target
just
Master
screen?
here, but
I think that's.
it was essential. You can't leave out Peacemaker.
I can't
Come
tell
on.
what
You
that
can't, you
is.
can't leave him
Because
out.
he's getting
I know everybody
random
was
colors
questioning it
off
when
as
we were at
well.
Comic-Con, like why he wasn't in the picture, but his purpose was just to reveal the bots.
Yeah, I don't know what that's
so
about.
we wanted to save that reveal for today. So we're gonna move on. Next deluxe crankcase. All right, we got bot mode here. Got a fun new little grill feature going on in the hand. What's going on there?
I know. Isn't that wild? So, Crankcase, well, I'm going to start off first with the
Wild
glorious
or
box art
lazy?
because, Crankcase is a character that, he's a trigger con, and you probably would not realize that he's even in the Transformers universe. But ever since Crankcase came out in the movies, and I was like, wait a second now. That Crankcase isn't the cranky Decepticon bot that I know and love. So, you know what? I just thought it was really essential to kind of bring him in here. And what's
It looks like
really
he has
wild
two
about
little
this
guns
is
on his
that
shoulders.
it's a partial off of Skids, the Skids mold that we
Oh.
released in Legacy. As you can see, that grill does pop off. That was a very, very key feature to try to like make the skids into crank. As you can see, we got some nice details on the spare tire back there, just like the original toy, but has really, really great paint operations on there. Yeah, so you can pop off that grill on the front,
Paint
which
operations.
is kind of cool. I mean, it's definitely different from your usual blaster weapons, but this is very
little
cool.
hidden blaster there.
Yeah, a little.
You
hidden
can put
blaster.
barrels on
the
anything and
inside,
call it a
too.
gun.
Make it really look like a
Yep.
blaster. You can see there in bot mode. Another amazing shot. We definitely have to shout out to Dave White. We have tons more photos for all of these characters. You'll see them on the news sites and the e-com sites when these go live this afternoon. Definitely.
Oh,
check
okay,
those
See,
those
out.
he
are the
does
guns.
have guns there,
Follow
it
Dave
looks
on
like.
Instagram. He kills it every time.
Those look like Lego
I know
studs.
everybody
Yeah.
wanted the Trigger Con double blasters, so we
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Did we lose?
stick the blasters out, but the blasters are there. He does have his iconic shoulder blasters. We could
They don't
not leave
pop
those
out.
out. Some of the pictures I
guess
know that
not.
we released.
I mean, I don't
have
expect
those
them to
in
be
there, but
spring-loaded, but if you
they're
could
in
just
there.
kind of
They're in there.
rotate them
They're
out.
there. So we
They're
we had to do
useless,
Crankcase
but they're there.
justice.
Perfect. All right. So
He doesn't care.
Third deluxe that we revealed. This is the fourth piece for Menasor, technically. So this is
Dead
Dead End.
End.
You're going to show us what's going on here with the deluxe itself, and then we're going to take a little look at how it goes on the combiner as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it would be a disservice if I wasn't going to show you how it jumps onto Menasor, right?
Yeah.
So here you have your third Stunticon that is really looking pretty solid. As you already saw his robot mode. I mean, he's got the nice double blasters with the nice energon infused detail, but this alt mode came out pretty phenomenal.
The car is perfect.
Pretty
Really
Dang,
phenomenal.
yeah.
The
Actually,
car looks
yellow stripe
exactly
across
like the original
the
toy.
top
It
of the
is
roof, and it lined up
bonkers.
really nicely.
Yep,
Like this
yep,
is one of the
the
few
paint
that I would
applications for this guy
display
really
it
came
in
out
car
phenomenal,
mode
as
just
well as
because
the
it looks
detail.
so
As you can
good.
see, he's got some really nice sculptural detail on his
I
headlights
absolutely
there,
love
and
that.
a lot of nice sculptural detail on the back. And as you want to see, you got your Menasor arm here.
Just loose
He
Menasor
plops
arm
on
like you
here,
have.
and it unlocks that mechanism, and then he splits apart like so. Kaboomski.
Oh.
Kaboomski.
Now we got a leg, 2 arms. So we're almost there.
Yep,
Everybody's
we're
chomping at the
slowly
bit for that.
getting
If
there.
you're gonna
We're
show us Wave
almost
4, you better
Let
have
me
a
pop
breakdown in
him
it.
on. Let me pop him on. Let me
We skipped leg day.
I love this
Went to
man so
arms
much.
day.
Let me pop him on,
Hey,
man. You
man.
know me, pop him on.
It's genetics. It's genetics. It's got so many
Genetics.
legs.
Big bots
Make
do
fun of 'em.
squats.
Big box do squat.
Oh my
So
god.
I mean, all you're missing is Mr. Breakdown here. Well, we're gonna get there. Don't worry. Don't you
We'll
worry.
get there. We'll get there.
Oh, he's
Maybe,
coming. He's
like,
coming later
PulseCon
today,
or
hopefully.
something might be where everybody gets to see it. Maybe a little spoiler. I don't know. We'll see what happens in a little bit. All right.
Care
One
more,
more
please.
deluxe. This one looks nothing
I don't
like
care. Mark
the
cares
other
enough
three.
for everybody. It doesn't
So,
matter.
Oh,
We got
here we go.
Skullgrin. This thing's awesome. Absolutely
So
in love with this. So you can see here with some weapons, got those blades in his hands, got the blasters on his back, got the horns. I mean, it's awesome.
I mean, the Pretender Skullgrin jumping into the deluxe class here. I mean, this was a serious design challenge, as you know. Pretenders had the shell, the
This
robot
one.
design, the vehicle. We kind of merged that whole entire gimmick there, and made this guy kind of like the old Skullgrin that was released back in the day, but we really stuck to the vehicle mode that was showcased in the vehicle inside of the shell. So as you can see here, he does have the tank treads. It's very, very Cybertronian. But what I love about this vehicle mode is that you have full 360 rotation of the gun turrets. You have dual articulation on both blasters. I mean, you also have the sword blasters.
He's just
that
laying
do
down.
come off, and they all do
Well, the
fit
original toy,
blast effects as
I
well.
mean, Pretenders
which
were
is
very
essential,
simple Transformers
as you
because they were all
know.
very lanky.
And I want to just
So
talk
I
about
think
a little
he
something
just
about
kind
this,
of like,
this head
oh
sculpt,
god, another
because
one?
we went all the way
Another
down.
what?
So
Another
there was a
bottle.
lot of different roads we
So,
went to on
if
this.
he stood
this
like
head sculpt.
this,
We had the
he
lower
kind of
jaw,
did an
took out
ab
the lower
crunch,
jaw, but
like
he
that.
amplified his
And then
horn,
his
but then,
arms
how do you
went
fit this big skull
behind,
head inside the
like he had
Cybertronian
his
tank?
fist would
I'll
rotate
tell you,
out guns,
Yuki-san
like his
performed
fist just
yet
rotated 180 for
again, as
guns.
More
Evan was
wizardry?
saying,
Then
the
he did an ab
wizardry,
crunch, and then his
yes.
arms went like behind
The
his
wizard
back.
staff came
So
out.
like
There
instead
was
of
a
being like
couple
Oh,
this
I
in the
see.
front,
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
on
yeah.
his back
moments,
though.
and it happened.
So it was a
and
very
and
basic
it was gorgeous.
transformation,
I was
which
so
is what they're
happy
trying to
that
replicate, but
we
they've
could
just had
bring
the
a
legs go
Pretender
forward
to
instead of
Legacy
tucked
I
to
in
the
the
see.
back.
deluxe
Because if
scale.
they tucked it to the back, it would just look like a
Yeah,
brick.
this thing's
Do we
So
amazing.
I
want to talk
get.
about the Pretender stuff? Because I know we have like a die-hard audience that is all about like they want to bring the shells back and things like that. Like,
Yes.
how do you feel about this execution of it? Because it's like I love this, like this, especially when it's like.
I
the
mean, it's
Decepticons
very
were
much like they
all
did with
monsters,
Iguanus
that
for
really
Core Class in
played
Wave
very
1.
well
The
to
robot
robot
mode
modes,
is the
and, like, you
shell.
leave the alt mode the
The
same. I
vehicle
think
mode
that's
is the vehicle
beautiful.
mode of the
But
robot
I know, like,
that was
obviously,
inside
there'll
the
be
shell.
certain
So the only
fans
thing
that
you're missing is
really
the
want the
robot
shells to
mode
come
of the
back. How do
robot
you feel
inside
about
the
that?
shell.
I'll
Which is
tell
why
you,
I thought
man,
for
it was
Skullgrin they
very,
should have just
like,
made it so you
right
could
when
take
we
the
were like,
skull
oh,
parts
like,
off, and then
I
you
think
could have
Lenny was
both.
on. We were gonna like do Pretenders. I was like, yeah, Pretenders, and then I was like, oh wait, but like we can't have them at Voyager scale or leader scale. Like, how do we tackle this insane
Yeah.
like design? And I actually, I'm the one who suggested to merge them to make it
brilliant.
happen, and thank you. I appreciate that. But they're also obviously the purists out there. Please let us know in the comments if you want us to
Yeah.
bring back the shells. I hear you. It's tough.
I
We'll
want a
get to the
shell, but
target,
like
right? We'll try to
I
find
don't
the
know how
original
you do
molds
it
or something.
because
That's not
Mhm.
probably
Oh,
not.
wow.
I'm just
like they
saying
wouldn't
that,
be able to
but,
have any articulation like
yeah,
the old
definitely
ones
sound
did.
off
You
in the
could stuff a
comments.
core
Tell us what
class
you
in a
think. Do you like
6-inch
these?
figure,
We
like
got
a
a lot of
6-inch
positive
like
feedback
I mean,
about the first
maybe.
one, so
or like a
definitely let us
backpack
know
for
about
I
some
don't
of
know.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't know.
Let's roll into our
I mean, this is a happy
Voyager class
medium.
now.
Like
So
Mhm.
we're gonna
I'm
go
okay with it.
into a beast, right? We got a Predacon Inferno, right? Big ol-
Finish off.
Oh, look at this
Finish off
big
the
red
squad.
fire ant, that blaster. Oh, so good.
So Tomo-san and Takara Tomy worked on this guy, did a spectacular job. Actually, shout out to Doug Schulteis. Big shout out to Doug Schulteis. He's on our Beyblade brand, but he helped with the Z sculpt on the fire ant. So a lot
Nice.
of the sculptures and textures he helped out with, and the actual form for this illustration.
Confirmed, Inferno can
And
spin.
as you know, his head does articulate, so you can start yelling about saving the queen and all kinds of nonsense this guy talks about. Which is fantastic.
For the colony.
Paint application.
He keeps calling them paint
So,
operations.
for this guy came out
No,
phenomenal.
I
As
think
you can
that's like
see,
an
the metallic
industry
really
term.
does sing.
Oh, is it? Okay.
His
I
head
think so,
sculpt
yeah.
is as detailed
But
as
why?
I could possibly get. Let's see
Because like
here.
the
Yeah,
amount
there you
of
go. And you have
times that you have to
that
put the
head
paint on, that's
articulation
1 operation, 2 operation, 3
with
operation.
the mouth,
Oh.
and you
Yeah.
can see the red.
I still feel like
underneath,
application is a
yeah.
better word in
So,
both
also,
instances.
what I
Yeah.
want to say is,
I mean, I'm
does
not,
come
you know.
with his little rocket booster.
Oh, it
right?
does have
But
4.
The great part about this little jetpack booster is his thing does spin. You can propel it just like
I didn't
the
think it did
animation,
that.
which is really,
Nice.
really spectacular.
I'm super
I was
excited
very,
now.
very hyped about that. This
More
does
wizardry.
pop off.
Because
This does pop
it
off
looked
and become
before
a
like it was
handheld
just
Energon
3 that
infused
came
blaster
around, like the legs
because we
tucked
could
under, and
not
then
figure
that's
out
how you
to
made the
cost
S.
out
So I was
weapons,
bummed it
so
didn't
we
have the
dual
4th
path
component.
the jet
But it
booster
does,
into the
and it
weapon.
spins, and the
And
rocket
then,
goes where
as
it's
you
supposed
know,
to go.
this
Wow.
crazy
I'm very
creature
excited.
here,
That
this
was something I
fire
did not
ant, which
expect.
we follow the
Oh,
kingdom
I see what you're
format,
saying,
and
where
we
it
try
doesn't
See
to
how
look
the
make
like it
legs
would,
tuck
yeah.
under the back of it?
Just to note, it seems like he has black eyes here, but we ended up doing a switch gate in production to get the blue eyes. So watch out for that. We had to strip
Watch out.
off a Armada Starscream, which is
I'm
gonna
very
be coming up
excited. That's
next,
awesome.
And
Even if it's
to
a
try
piece
get
I
the
have to
switch
clip on
gate
after
for
I
his
transform
eyes,
it, I wouldn't
yeah.
care.
Oh,
Like just
yeah.
so that
It's
it's
just,
accurate.
gorgeous, yeah.
I don't think it is,
You
but
have to
either
talk
way.
about my favorite one of the wave, and you just
I also
steal
like
the thunder.
because it's like a
So, yeah,
4
nice
thing. I
slice
like to
corner
turn
on
it
that was
so that
great.
it's more like an X
All right,
instead of
so
a
yeah,
cross.
so we have our
And I can do that.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'll let
this
Corey have his
totally
moment
looks
for this
brand
one.
new to everybody. So yeah, tell us about what you had to change here.
So that double op that's on the sword, the winged sword, that actually is going to be a regular colored sword. It's not going to be energized infused because we figured that the energon infused weapon there was the Star Saber, which we obviously couldn't break up into 3 minicons, but we thought it was essential to bring in with Armada Starscream, and so it'll end up being the color of the gray like this. This is just our early EP1, which is the wrong gray, but that's what I had. So check this thing out, and I'll tell you, this thing is
This is akin to Dwight being like, "Here's some weapons. What you get?"
Into the 20th anniversary of Transformers Armada.
Hell
we
yeah.
covered this at Comic-Con. Depending on where in the world you lived, Armada either started at
Oh,
the
those
end
can
of
flip forward.
2002,
Okay.
or didn't air until 2002 and 2003.
I love
So
that.
celebrating that 20th anniversary.
I was sorry to
this is
see
our
John
first
Warden
foray into
leave, but
that,
this guy
maybe
has
a little
really stepped in and
foreshadowing that Legacy
great.
next year
He's so
is going to
great.
have some Armada stuff. PulseCon.
Oh, more stuff next
Maybe
year.
you'll find out.
PulseCon, okay.
I mean, twin null ray cannons that do fit on the blast effect. Come on now. I mean, we're talking the business here with this Armada.
We're talking the business.
A wonderful shout out to Otaku-san on this one because he killed it.
I was gonna say I don't remember if the Thrilling 31 could rotate up. If it did, I think the whole piece had to rotate
super
up.
hyped for it because we actually
Like the
randomly
original
had
toy.
a package of it from an EP that we took
Yeah, I
with
think
us to
this is
Comic-Con
better.
by accident. So we got to put it out there for everybody to look at. So Transmetal to Dragon Megatron. Let's take a look at it here.
Oh, yeah.
So
Bottom
that
right.
was an accident.
to
They
see now it
admitted
comes
that
with
it was
that
an accident.
fire
They
breath
showed that early.
Clear
The
accessory.
whole toy or the
really
box?
posable.
The box.
Let's take
at-
a look
at
quick in
Comic-Con.
its beast mode. You can see those wings articulate.
Yeah,
We
that's
didn't really
pretty
get to
good.
show that
I'm
off.
excited for this
So,
one, too.
Sam, let's talk about it.
I just hope it's a little easier to transform than the original toy because
So I guess
some of the
that's
clearances on that were not
I don't
great.
normally get to do, but Mark, you set the precedent with what we're doing for Legacy. So, the box itself is phenomenal artwork. Mario and the team absolutely killed it with the render.
Yeah, that's
here.
awesome.
I love
Yeah.
this illustration on the side. This one goes back a ways in terms of people that have contributed to it. This originally started off as an item with Lenny, who, Lenny's a huge dragon guy. Lenny loves Beast. He was so amped about doing this character. So there was a lot of
Lenny
pressure
from
taking
G.I.
over
Joe.
where it's like, all right, this guy's
Oh.
got to live up to, the
Is that a Metroplex he's
Transmetal
got in the
that Lenny
background
would
there?
expect.
It looks like it, yeah.
But I am pleased to say I think he does that quite well. So Transmetal 2 Megatron. This guy is massive. He is huge in scale.
We need a new Transmetal Megatron because all the original ones have gotten shattered to gold plastic syndrome by this point.
Actually worked.
Please make a
with
new one.
Tony Colella, who used to be one of our model shop
Marvel.
artists, to really
Marvel.
nail in the colors that were going to be kind of appropriate.
Is everyone
for this,
really
'cause
nervous today? You
I
don't need
wanted
to
to
be.
mold it
I don't
Iron
know.
Man red for this, and it's not a color that we normally use
Oh.
throughout this. So, being able to get an appropriate red that's really going to allow the gold details to pop on him. And then, as we got into the purples, getting that really nice saturated gradients, which you have all along the neck here, all along the tail on the back.
You could turn that
as
into
we
a
switch
Ryuki
over to
dragon.
his beast form, you get those great.
That's what they usually
gradients,
consider when making these.
gold,
Oh,
What
yeah.
Kamen
chest,
Rider can they just
Yeah.
repaint it into?
So
No, that
this
looks
is where
good, though.
Kojima
Yeah.
over
I love the
at,
wings all fully
Takara,
splayed out like
he
that. That's
absolutely
great.
killed it.
Mhm.
We have been working a lot more with the digital files lately, and of everything that
Yeah,
I've
that's
worked
good
on
stuff.
Transformers, which has been Titan Scale, Masterpiece, all sorts of Voyagers and Leaders, and nothing has been anywhere close to the actual size of this because of all the texturing we're able to bring into it. No,
is massive.
every bit of it is covered in scales and textures. It's phenomenal. We had Emiliano
Fire
work on the
effect
detail
from
drawings for
the
this,
Last
so
Night Leader
great
Megatron.
collaboration of so many people
If you
involved in
say
this
so.
one. As
Wow.
Enoch mentioned, he does have that
Jesus.
flame
They are
club
relentless.
accessory where this thing really
They
shines.
want you to
Taking
find
that
love.
platinum meter
Oh,
board
And
no.
they won't take no for an answer.
plugging it into the mouth there. So you have the articulated jaw on the dragon. You can remove that port. Every single piece of this neck is individually ball jointed, so you can get some great range of articulation to that, as well as to the tail
So you can
itself.
hold like a giant
As
tub
we
of
make our
popcorn.
way to the back of the wings, we used Poly Pro
Oh,
Uh-oh.
while
There we go.
allowing us to maintain all of that detail. But what's really nice is they're still paintable as long as we use a primer op, so we're able to double up on the paint there to actually get some of that onto the wing, so that as it reveals down, it does match a bit more to what we saw in the animation.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
there's a lot to talk about on that guy. He's
There'll be a lot to
fantastic.
see when all the photos get out there this afternoon, too. All right, so we're going to rapid fire core again really quick. First up, another Pretender, right? So
Yeah.
we have Bomb Burst here in bot mode.
Ooh, this is
Oh.
new.
In vehicle mode, this little jet.
Oh, the jet's
Not
exactly like
bad.
the toy.
Do you have one, Evan? I wasn't sure if you were able to
That
get
looks
a sample.
great.
That's
Oh, you have
awesome.
two samples.
So again, once again, the
well, yeah,
robot mode is the Pretender shell. The vehicle mode
yeah.
is exactly
Bombers,
the
which
vehicle
have-
mode.
So yeah,
That's
it's like a
awesome.
fire bat who turns into a Cybertronian jet. Which
I mean,
was his-
again, do I miss the
Transformer
robot
form.
mode of
he
the
comes
robot
with
inside?
axe
Yes, but
he has,
that's
and,
really
we've done
cool.
this with the
Mhm.
Suicide, and it was fantastic. Like I
It
think
looks
this
like
is
it's
just
kind of a lot
the
of
absolute
parts forming, though,
perfect
to be
mixture
honest.
of the Pretender shell monster
But I'm
form,
okay
Yeah,
with it.
perhaps.
Cybertronian transformer form.
Because that vehicle mode is
And
100%.
then the other core
That's
in this
awesome.
wave is just a package refresh. But if
Oh.
anybody missed this in Kingdom,
Yeah.
I mean, Soundwave's my favorite, hence the
Okay.
Buzzsaw.
Yeah, I mean,
we are repacking this core Soundwave that Mark
he is
worked back
great, so
on
that's
Kingdom.
fine.
Yeah.
And if you see it here in cassette mode, it comes with that slug cassette. This thing's just fun to convert whenever you get it in your hands. We're
So
super
only
excited
one
that
new.
everybody that missed it will have a chance to
Yeah,
get it and
just
add it to
one.
their core collection.
Okay.
I certainly hope so because it's a fantastic figure. We never really show off package refreshes when we do these. So when I saw this on the list, I was like, why? But then it's like, yeah, okay, this is a fantastic core class Soundwave figure.
I mean, I think it's one of the best core class they've ever done.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
If the laser beak
Yeah,
could
actually, it really did
transform,
come out
it
pretty
would be
sweet.
perfect. Like I don't
Mhm.
expect it because
love
it's
that
so
we were able to
tiny.
get that
But if they
translucent
found a
chest
way,
with
even
the
if it was
mini-
very
the
basic,
mini
like just
cassette
wings
tape, even if
swiveled
it
out or
doesn't transform,
something,
it's still cool to have.
that would be
Yeah,
the pinnacle.
absolutely. Like that's just such a nice little detail. I don't know if we could ever get it to transform at that small. Like if it did, like
You-
maybe get the wings out, but I don't think
You
we can
just
do
said,
that.
oh my God.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is that we had a laser beak head that popped out, and that was the only
Oh.
thing, and that had to get cut because it was
Ah.
so small that it wouldn't have worked out in
Oh.
production.
Interesting.
But that was the
that
plan,
sounds
though.
That's what I was gonna say.
Try
If
it,
you could
yeah.
maybe,
Try
the only thing I could think of is if you
this
did
was
the
gonna
neck
be
and head as a
right,
solid
well,
piece
Yeah.
that literally just like rotated
so.
out, and then maybe
Mhm.
had the wings go like that, and that
All
would have
right,
been
so
enough.
that does it for
But
today's
it's so
Pulse
small.
fan stream. We did 11 plus 6, 17 items today. That's a big one. I think that might be a record.
Oh, so
for
there
all
is
of
no
us.
wave 4.
Finally got to cover
Damn.
some core class for those of you that
I
really
thought
love
everyone
that
was like,
scale.
"Oh, they're doing wave 4. They're
So
doing
let's,
wave 4." I
go
was
around
like,
the
"I don't
room
think they're gonna have
quickly here.
time."
Isabella, what was your favorite thing you talked about?
The stamps.
Or what we
It's going to
talked
be the
about? 'Cause You
stamps.
don't have to pick your segment.
I
Yeah,
loved
so
those
back-
little
back to
stickers
back
for
to
old people.
Although stamps.
There it
That's
is.
all I'm saying. But it's for me. It's gonna be a toss up between Hot Rod,
Stamps.
Studio Series Hot Rod, just because
And stamps.
he's a Lambo. That's so cool. And then Dragon Megatron, because a dragon and Megatron.
Yeah, wave
is
Wombat
also
saying wave
kind
4
of
at
cool. That's
PulseCon. I
what happened
agree.
with
Yeah.
Legacy. It's
When is
absolutely
that?
gorgeous. And then of course
It's either the end. I think it's the last weekend in September.
you look a little different, don't you?
Oh, sure. You're talking about the shirt. Yeah, I gotta, after this wraps up, gotta run to something with Magic the Gathering.
He's here
and then
for
some
that.
colors here, maybe just for fun. I do love me some Simic. So, Magic the Gathering was my past history, but working on something with that. So more to come, maybe.
Maybe.
What?
All right. Well,
Maybe.
we will look forward.
Magic
this
the
their-
Gathering
Oh.
crossover?
All right.
Perhaps.
So
I mean, they
let's
did a
go to
Fortnite
Delaney
one,
next.
so-
What was your favorite part of today?
But that was just an action figure, not a
I
transformer.
mean, there were
No,
so
they
many.
put Fortnite
You really killed it right from the start. Too,
into the
Isabella,
cards.
with the stamps. I've never
Oh,
done
into
that
the
before.
Yeah.
cards. See, right away my
That's
mind goes to what are
Those are
you
all
turning
my
into a
colors.
transformer,
Just
not
email
what
them.
are you putting into Magic cards? Because I don't
Right.
care about that way. I'm only
Right.
looking for
Right.
this way.
London.
Right.
No, we'll get two. Two. One to
Yes.
set
So
to you guys
PulseCon
you
is
can savor
September
forever.
30th.
Yeah. And then a set for me, of course, to go right on my
Perfect.
shelf. Also going on my shelf. has to be the
Interesting.
character. Are you kidding me? Like that classic conversion between
Nope,
robot
I hate
and
it. Put it away.
Cybertronic spacecraft.
away.
It just
I don't
looks
see that.
unreal. And I know I think it was 17 steps for the transformation. That I would assume would be more, and the fact that it's lower, I think it makes it really cool. So yeah, it still is going to be super dynamic and a really awesome one. So that's probably
I'm pretty sure that's less than Deluxe Prime Universe RC. So you can go
Great.
leader scale way easier than the crazy engineering that's going on that RC. So that's pretty awesome. All right, Evan,
satisfaction.
favorite. What do we got?
I think we're all going to be like stamps.
Because we're old
I actually
now.
just
It's fine.
Yeah. I just got my trade of the Shattered Glass book in like the other day, and it is a fantastic trade. So I'm happy to see that pop up here, and I can't wait for part 2. So that's super exciting. Favorite
that's
figure
really good.
wise, I mean, we're one figure away from completing Menasor, so that's super exciting.
Hey, weren't you going to tease that?
I don't know. I love every
Like
aspect.
Mark, just throw it up.
Just
Yeah.
sad there's no Optimus
Just
in
throw
this
it up,
wave.
Mark.
I mean, we can take a break. We released like 69 Optimus Primes last year or something
It's
like
fine,
that.
it's fine.
Nice.
All right, Mark, favorite thing from today?
It's really hard to just pick one or two. I love all Transformers, and everything that we showed today is fantastic. But real quick, here we go. Quick rundown. I mean, that Studio Series Hot Rod is pretty ridiculous. That Lambo is pretty hot. Going to Ironhide 86, I always wanted an Ironhide that was scale accurate and looked like the animation, so that one was just an easy win right there. Rumble, I noticed on that cassette mode, you ended up moving up the little dials just so you could fit the 5mm post for the weapons. That's a
correct.
double thumbs up right there. That was a big win.
They really do
Right
need the
there.
guns on the back
Let's see
because the
what
ones
else
they
we
did in
got.
Siege just didn't look
Legacy
right
stuff,
without
I
the
mean,
guns. They look too
Mr.
squat
Cranky
and
here.
weird.
Dang.
Crankcase here. Just to get this obscure bot, this TriggerCon bot in the line here. I mean, that's what's really
The
fascinating.
joy of Legacy,
for
right? We
me
get to
with
do these
Legacy.
characters that never made sense elsewhere.
I mean, you got Armada, like just coasting.
Hell
by.
yeah.
Oh, all right, they're
Fly
touch upon
by.
those characters too. Just wait till you see where we go.
Mark, you're
So
just
that-
listing every single thing
that's
that
it for
happened
me.
today.
All right, Sam.
He's
last but
excited
not
about
least,
everything, Chris.
Favorite thing.
Mine too.
I mean, apart from Stamps and BMAX cryptic costume change, I have to say I'm going to be a little bit biased. I'm going Hot Rod on this one, and I'm calling it. This is my top figure for 2022. At least that I contribute.
Throwing out top figure of the year already.
Oh,
Top
that's
fi- all right, I'll put it top studio series figure 2022.
Okay, that's fair.
As much as I love the TF6 stuff and being able to completely manipulate what those alt modes were, for one that has to deliver a bot and a vehicle mode that is licensed, and it came from the era of movies where they were just like, I don't care what the car looks like, this is what the robot's gonna look like. This guy is amazing, and I am stoked for people to get a chance to handle him.
Yeah. I said it while we were revealing it. Armada Starscream. Absolutely amazing. Love that figure. That photo we revealed at Comic-Con where that Dave posed him out where he's just like walking in is the most Starscream image of all time. Just the way he behaves. So that's my favorite by far. So that's what we got. 17 figures. 11 of them will be available for pre-order this afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern at Hasbro Pulse and everywhere you like to buy your toys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share.
I don't know if I really
comment.
need to pre-order
Come back and
any of
read
them.
these. We can't keep up with the chat by any means. Why you guys are just going crazy while we're doing this, but we do
We'll
mine
see.
that for
If I
information.
can buy the
and see
core
what you
class
guys are
somewhere, I'll
saying.
just buy that.
So thanks for stopping by. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Big 6-person event. First time we've ever had 6 people for Transformers on a fan stream. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna figure out who's doing what. But yeah,
I'm just like pushing on the border of the screen.
Make yourself and I want more screen real estate. So thanks everybody again. Like, subscribe, share. Check us out at 1 o'clock. Add these to your collection. Thanks. See you next time.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
All right, I'm going to kick this
Hey,
out.
before I
oh.
run out of here, don't forget, join us for PulseCon. Transformers will be on Friday, September 30th currently. We are super excited to show you what we have going on for Legacy. We're going to reveal what's up with next year. I know I teased it a little. Again, maybe some colors going on here you want to pay attention to, but we will definitely do that. Mark's going to join me. Evan's going to join me. We got some really cool stuff, but we'll see you in September. Thanks.
The colors of the brand.
He said colors going on here.
Got it.
Who would be like a dark green? Are they going to redo the Constructicons? They're green.
Yeah, but you'd also they're distinctly like a toxic lime green and purple.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, a lot of good stuff. I mean, I think we pretty much expected all of that. I said there would be some kind of comics and game thing in the beginning, and there was stamps instead of a game, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I expected them to show off Wheelie and Ratchet, which they did, and of course Ironhide, which we knew about. Hot Rod and Crosshairs, a little bit of a surprise. I think they were in the leaked lists a while ago, but we had never seen anything for them before.
They're a surprise if you didn't care enough earlier.
Yes. I mean, Hot Rod's okay. I don't really know how I feel about the Crosshair. I'll wait till I see him in person or see a better video about him, but I'm less concerned with them than I am the other stuff. And then really just Wave 3, which we saw before, but now we got to see in person, which is what I expected. And yeah, so if you want to pre-order all that stuff, 1 o'clock today, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, otherwise, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. Corey, thank you so much for showing up, so I didn't have to do this by myself. I appreciate it.
No problem.
But yeah, guys, go enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And
enjoy your Fortnite update day.
Yeah, Dragon Ball and Fortnite. It's awesome. I was playing a little bit this morning.
Good stuff.
It's awesome.
All
very,
right.
very cool. But yeah, so goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much. And talk to you later. So,
All right.
bye.